Hey, what's up, guys? This is Scott with American Startup. Coming to you live from my very messy office. Jeez, I say a messy office is a son of a genius. I must be a super genius. But anyway, so working on some office things today. I have to finish up some things for my business plan that I'm working on for um, the sit down Java Jet. Oh, I'll say sit down. The drive through only location that I'm working on for Java Jet. That's the original vision. But as I may have explained in previous videos, this opportunity came up for the food truck and to convert it into a coffee truck, which actually I've done before. There's a backstory to that. It's kind of funny. I'll tell that later. But um, I'm in the process of converting this barbecue truck into a coffee truck. It's getting very close. The wrap is going on Saturday. I just did the final approval on that. Let me show you what that wrap looks like. Oh, pretty cool, huh? Anyway, so that wrap is going on Saturday. Gonna make the truck look completely different. Still working on the inside. We'll get to that later this afternoon. It's supposed to warm up a little bit later. Got to do a little bit of spray painting and some prep work before the wrap gets put on. So that will be this afternoon. I got a full list of things to do today. And when I say list, I write my list down every single day. I have it on my calendar, and I have like little sticky notes and things like that that just I can. I'm constantly having to remind myself of what to do so I can stay on task. But anyway, sorry for the crude video in here. I do have a nice big computer that I will be using that camera to do videos in here to post to American Startup. Um, but for now, we're just going to get the cell phone version. Just kind of keeping you guys in the middle of what all I have going on. Still dealing with the health department. I've turned in my application. I've paid the money, which is the most important part to them. Now I just have to turn in drawings and schematics of all my plumbing and the setup of my truck inside and out, pictures inside and out. It's just a process. So I have had a food truck before, 15 years ago, and I was food truck number one in Lubbock, where I'm from. But I was a little bit ahead of my time. So going about this all again, and this time I hope I do it a lot better. There's a lot of food trucks now. Don't think there's any coffee trucks. There's one coffee trailer. I think they're a little bit smaller than what I'll be, but competition is good for everybody, right? Makes me a better entrepreneur. Makes the customer gets a better product because of competition. Competition is good. So you don't want to be the only one because then you don't have any motivation to really get better. All right, so I even though I've owned a couple of businesses before, I still want to get or take advantage of as many resources as I can. And I think one of the best resources that we have is the SBA. The government doesn't have a whole lot of programs that are successful, but the SBA is a pretty good program. And we have something called the Small Business Development Center here in Lubbock that is associated with Texas Tech. And they're a great resource. Funded, or they're, I guess, with the SBA or funded by the SBA. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's a free resource for anyone out there to that needs help writing a business plan because business plans are pretty complicated and you really have to know your numbers. If you're going to go to a bank, you have to know your numbers, and a business plan is how you do that. And a business plan is even if you have the money, no matter what you do, any kind of business at all, you should have a business plan. And I've learned this the hard way of doing it for years without any business plan. And it's kind of hard to hit a target that you do not have. And see, a business plan offers you targets and a roadmap. And why wouldn't you want that? My younger self couldn't figure that out, but now that I'm older, I know better. You have to have a business plan. You just have to, no matter what. In fact, I'm writing this business plan, finishing it up for the drive-through only. But I'm also in the background writing, changing up the business plan to reflect the mobile one. Even though it's kind of similar, they're not exactly similar. And I need to know the numbers and I need to have that adjusted in there. So I have a clear roadmap of where I want to go and what goals I want to achieve. Those are very important. Anyway, in the process this morning of finishing up some last details again with the Small Business Development Center so they can finish up putting together the business plan we've been working on for like 8 or 9 months, maybe longer, 8 or 9 months. I was in the process of selling a previous company and starting this one up, but we're finally getting to the final stages. Thank God. It has been a tough road. I've had to learn a lot of things, a lot of learning curves. Even though I've owned and operated 2 different businesses that I've started from scratch before, yeah, it was still a challenge and there was still a learning curve and I'm glad I went through it because I'm going to be a better entrepreneur because of it. Everybody needs to go through it. That painful part, that's the part you have to push through because that's the part that changes you, right? Okay, so again, be with me in this process of starting up a company in the middle of what looks like will be a recession at the very least. Um, but hey, why not? I remember I started my moving company that I sold recently in 2007. Anyway, more on that story later. Uh, in the middle of a recession. So I'm not scared. That's just what it is. You just got to deal with it. Scared people don't see their dreams, happen. People that have the courage to push past that fear, they're the ones that will experience things that the others won't ever experience. The others will have regrets. The people that push through and want to do something with their lives and you know see it happen, they're the ones that are generally happy, especially at the end. Having moved a lot of seniors, I do know that. Okay, so I have to finish up a few little things. He actually wants me to add a little story about me starting up a mobile coffee shop to stick in here with the drive-through only. I think that's a good idea. I mean, just simple little things that I have to finish up to get this to where I can present it to a bank. So anyway, that's what I'm working on this morning. Still complying or figuring out the insurance situation. I mean, it's just taking time. I think I'm pretty well compliant with the government. Just got to get those drawings into the health department so I can, got to have a health certificate. Let's see what else, and then I will make a video later. We'll just go over like what I'm doing on the truck. I gotta get some drains popped in, and get more things anchored down. I mean, you gotta anchor everything down, right? And then we gotta clean the whole thing, and I mean it's coming together. That's a good thing, but there's a lot of little details you just don't think about until you're there and you got to do them. And that's where I am. Just a lot of little details. I am going to go get a freezer and a toaster. I think those are the last 2 items that I have to purchase to get it on the truck. And then I'll kind of go through and show everybody the equipment that we do have. And then, the plan moving forward. Anyway, I'm excited. Thanks for staying with me. I didn't mean to make the video so long, but they do whatever they do. I don't edit these, so I just make them and put them on. So, sorry if I have something in my nose or I'm doing something annoying or you see something annoying in the background. I apologize. I don't edit these. So anyway, I'll see you guys later this afternoon. We're going to go over what I'm going to work on the truck and get that going. But we're building this company together, Java Jet. We're starting from scratch. You just got to do what you got to do, and you got to have the courage to just step out and do it. And that's what we're going to do. And am encouraged to have you guys with me on this journey. All right, bye.